Good afternoon. Hello, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna keep this short. There's Milo. So today I'm clearly out of video ideas, so I decided that we're going to, since I don't really think that anybody wants to ask me questions and get to know me, you're gonna get to know me regardless. So we're going to be playing We're Not Really Strangers. It's not gonna focus. This is that TikTok shit ass game. I need to stop cussing so much. But yeah, this is a TikTok game. This is not the first time that I'm playing this game. As you can tell, there are pieces missing. I figured that this would just be a fun way to ask some questions and give y'all some answers, I guess. I don't know. I thought it would be fun. So it comes with like instructions and stuff. Like I said, I've played it before. I also have the dating expansion pack, but we're not dating, so I'm not really gonna dig that up. There's also a like get to know yourself expansion pack as well, but I don't feel that that's necessary for me to own because I don't really have that much trouble getting to know myself. So there's three like levels. So the first level is perception, the second level is connection, and then the last one is reflection. No, yes. Well, that's not meant to be there. That's why I'm confused. Did I play this with last? That all the cards are fucked up. Yeah, so it's perception, connection, and then reflection. Since you guys can't actually answer me back, I'm just gonna pull cards randomly and answer them for myself. So let's start with number one. You're supposed to do like 10 to 15 per round, like when you're playing with somebody else, but because it's just me, I think I'll probably just do a couple from each. Some of them are wild cards. We're not going to do those. It says draw a picture together in 30 seconds. You know what? We will do it. I need paper. It says draw a picture together. It's just me, so I'm just going to draw it. I have 30 seconds. All right, ready, go. Oh, I don't know what to draw. Okay, this is what I drew. You can't see it because it's not going to focus because my camera hates me. Hold on. Oh, there we go. It's a caterpillar, I think. Something like that. Okay. I'm glad we did that. Okay. Level next. Let go of your attachment to the outcome. Okay, there is no outcome. Actually, there's an outcome, and the outcome is a video. And I cannot let that go. What compliment do you think I hear the most? Now, I'm just gonna answer that like from myself, which is, what compliment do I hear the most? I feel like it depends on who's complimenting me. From like females, the compliment I hear the most is usually like, I like your style, or I like your outfit. And for guys, it's usually like physical stuff, like I like your lips. I like your lips. Oh my god, your lips look so soft. I'm like, thanks. This is awkward. Okay. What character would I play in a movie? I would definitely be the... I wouldn't say that I'm the main character. I mean, I am the main character, but I don't think that in a movie I would want to be the main character, you know? I would definitely be like the side character, but like the sarcastic friend who everybody loves, and is really funny and low-key a baddie. Okay. It's very difficult to answer these questions for yourself. What do you think I'm most likely to splurge on? I feel like anybody looking at me, their immediate answer would be like either clothes or like stuffed animals, and both of those would be correct. What does my Instagram tell you about me? I think my Instagram would tell you that I have a cat, I love him, and I like to take pictures of myself because it's all that I do. It's all that I do. Maintain eye contact for 30 seconds. What did you notice? Okay, we're gonna stare at each other. Right, ready, here we go. I noticed that you are a camera. Did you notice anything about me? Leave it in the comments down below. Do I remind you of anyone? Do I remind myself of anyone? I remind myself of a lot of people. In weird ways. I'm really weird. Like, I don't mean that in like a, like, I'm quirky, I'm not like other girls kind of way. Like, I literally will, I don't know if other people, like, obviously other people do this, but like, I've never heard anybody else talk about it, but like, sometimes I'll do specific things and it'll remind me of a specific person doing that thing for some reason. Like, I'm like, oh, I feel like this person doing this, even if it's something that like I've never seen them do or I've just like heard them explain. I'm like, oh, like I feel like them. I don't know. I don't. Okay, we're gonna move on to level 2 because maybe those questions will be easier for me to answer. This is connection, so let's get into it. If you could get to know someone in your life on a deeper level, who would it be and why? I feel like maybe my grandma. It's not to say that I don't know her and like we don't talk and she doesn't tell me like about her life, but like I would like to know more because it's a very interesting, because of, you know, the time that she grew up in. She's 82 years old now, or 80. She's gonna be 81 or she's gonna be 82 or she's 83. No, she was born in 1941, so she's like, she's seen a lot in this world. She's been through, like, she remembers segregation. She tells me all the time about how the town that I live in now used to be a sundown town when she was younger. She met Malcolm X. She's done a lot. Like, she worked in childcare, she raised children. I don't know, I just want to like learn more and hear more because it's just interesting to hear. So my grandma. Okay, what have you changed your mind about anything recently? I did. Not like recently as in like the other day, but one of the biggest things that I changed my mind on recently is that number one, when I am swiping on Bumble, I no longer will just swipe on somebody because they have an interesting bio. If I don't find them attractive right off the bat, then like it's over. And I think that I'm well within my rights to do that because I'm allowed to have standards and I'm allowed to want to be physically attracted to somebody as I get to know them, and not have to convince myself that I think that they're cute just for them to turn around and fucking hurt me, you know? And also I changed my mind that my standards are not too high, and if you can't provide for me what I can provide for myself, then why are you here? If you're giving me less than I can give myself, why are you here? And not that I just realized that or changed my mind because I felt differently than that. I knew this, but recently changed my mind into deciding that I'm stepping into that and I am sticking to it. So what is something you wouldn't want to change about yourself? That's deep. I don't know. I don't think that there's anything that I would want to change about myself. I feel like everything that is me is why I am me and why I am who I am today. I'm talking a lot. I personally feel like I have a good handle on my self-love. I don't hate myself, and there's really no part of myself that I think that I would ever need to dramatically change. Learn, yes. Heal, yes. Grow, yes. Change, not change, you know? Like, that's still gonna be a part of me. I feel like, I don't know. I don't think that there's anything that I would change about myself at all. So I can't really answer that because, bitch, I fucking love myself. So, not to be vain. Sing the chorus of your favorite song of all time. I don't have a favorite song of all time. Admit something. I like someone right now and I really like them, and I am scared of how much that I like them because I have not had a talking stage or any type of situationship work out for me in the last year and a half. I've been ghosted, let down, disappointed, given the bare minimum and still let down, hurt, because that shit does hurt. I don't care how dramatic you think that it makes me seem. I don't care if these people didn't do anything intentionally to hurt me. The fact that you knew that I liked you and then you decided that you didn't have time for me, but you didn't even tell me that. I had to figure it out myself. That shit hurted. The fact that you ghosted me twice, we're not even gonna talk about the third time you ghosted me. The fact that you did that shit hurted. And honestly, I am just scared of how much that I like them, because if this doesn't work out, then this will probably be the most painful end of a talking stage that I've ever been through. I'm scared that I'm gonna do something wrong and mess it up. I'm scared, homies. I am. But you know what? Through that fear, I'm just gonna fucking push through, because I've been asking for a stable, healthy relationship so goddamn hard and for so goddamn long, and I will be damned if fear is the thing that stops me from having it. And if I get hurt, I get hurt. But I do have to say that I am scared of being at the beginning of that hurt again. But I let love guide me, not fear. So, fuck fear. I jumped out of an airplane. Okay. Press shuffle on your music library. Explain the first song that comes up. Okay. The first song that popped up is Just Like Magic. It's Ariana Grande, and it's on there because it's a good song for manifestation. So, my uterus hurts. Finish the sentences. Strangers would describe me as outgoing, talkative, cute, short. Only I know that I am a bad bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Only I know that I am sensitive as fuck and I have social anxiety, and I'm working really hard to get over it. What lesson took you the longest to unlearn? To unlearn that. The lesson that it took me the longest to learn is to not accept the bare minimum, and that if they can't provide me what I can provide for myself, then there's no use in them being there. Yeah, I think that's probably the one that took me the longest, because that's something that I just only really came into. What title would you give this chapter in your life? A series of unfortunate events. The turning point. I think that would be a good one, because it does feel like a turning point. It feels like things will be good. Not that things have been bad, but it just feels like good things are on their way into my life. Okay, we'll do one more of connection and then we will move on. Describe your perfect day. I won't go into too much detail because this could go on forever, but my perfect day would have to start with my perfect life, where I would be living alone in my cabin in the woods. So my perfect day would be me waking up. It's like May, June, so it's like a cool 65, 70 degrees outside. I wake up like 7 in the morning. I get up, I feed my pets. I let my little dogs go out for, you know, potty. I make myself some tea and I sit outside naked because I live far away from people. I sit outside by my little like brook. Like my house is gonna have a little stream, some running water. I'm a Cancer, so I like water. And I would sit there and drink my tea, and my dogs would be running around, and I would do some journaling or meditate and do yoga. and just breathe in that beautiful green air and listen to the quiet of the birds tweeting. Then I would go inside and maybe do some cooking or some cleaning, some baking, do some work. Ideally, I would not have to work, but you know, logically that doesn't make any sense. So I would be a doula, and I would do some work on my business and my little Etsy shop. And then I would decide that I need to go run some errands, so I'd go into the town and go to Target and get myself like Taco Bell or McDonald's, because I'm still a fucking Neanderthal despite the fact that I'm living this highly elevated conscious life. And then I would go home and hang out with my pets and watch some movies and do some artwork and probably sit outside at the end of my day, maybe do some, you know, and you know, just like stare at the trees and enjoy the nature and feel how that feels and just be at peace. Honestly, my ideal days are days where I just get to kind of live easy and quiet and do whatever I want. So yeah. All right, and now on to the last level, which is reflection. I can't answer that one. It's asking for Netflix recommendations for me. It is me. I can't dare myself to do anything. I can't recommend myself a book to read. You know what? Actually, I can. It says, based on what you learned about me, what book would you recommend I read? The Body is Not an Apology, Attachment Styles, maybe Children of Emotional Neglect, and Sacred Woman. These are all books that I need to read. What do I need to hear right now? I think I need to hear right now that it's okay and that I'm safe, and it's okay to express how I feel, and it's okay to feel how I feel, but to not let how I feel get in the way of the way that I want to be, and to not feel like I'm dramatic for feeling this way. This game's deep, bro. Okay, I can't answer that. What do you think our most important similarity is? I am myself, so I don't have any. Ooh, okay. Scroll through each other's Instagrams and find the picture you feel is the best representation of your partner's essence and comment why you chose that image. So, can you see? Yeah. I like that one. I don't know if that necessarily represents me, but I think it does, because I'm pretty extra as a person, and this was my favorite little photo shoot that I had with myself. So I do recommend I let go of, if anything, the past. What would make you feel closer to me? I'm already as close to myself as I can get, I think. I am already literally inside myself, so I don't think I can answer that. Okay, based on what you learned about me, does my social media does my social media based on what you learned about me, does my social media accurately reflect who I am? Why or why not? Maybe I'm biased, but I know me better than anybody knows me, and I know what I put on my social media, and I would say that it actually does. I'm not somebody to pretend to be something that I am not online, because I just physically and mentally can't do that. So what I put online is me. If anything, it's toned down a little bit. I can be very loud, so if anything, yeah, my social media is a toned down, watered down version of me, but it's pretty true to how I am. I take personal offense to this question because the last person who heard me was in a band. If we were in a band, what would our name be? Our name would be Fuck Off, You Little Shit. How does one earn your vulnerability? Have I earned it? How can I earn more? I'll just answer how people earn my vulnerability. Honestly, just by making me feel safe. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not vulnerable with very many people, which is something that I'm working on. It's just really hard because growing up, I just kind of kept my feelings inside to myself. So that's what I'm used to doing. But I don't know, I guess for people to earn it, they just have to be vulnerable with me so that I know that it's safe for me to be vulnerable with them. It's just kind of hard to open up sometimes, especially when you didn't really express very many emotions to anybody besides strangers on the internet growing up. Yeah. I don't know where the final card is, but there is a final card somewhere in here. I should find it, honestly. I don't know where it is because honestly I don't remember when the last time that I actually played this was. So the final card is to write each other a note to exchange and read after you part ways. And I think that that's really cute. I like it. I mean, I like the concept of it. I like the idea of it. But again, I struggle with being vulnerable sometimes. There it is. I struggle with being vulnerable sometimes, so I kind of have a hard time with this card because like part of me wants to just lay it all out and express how I feel to this person and how much like I appreciated that they played the game with me and basically just be a sappy fucking mess. Cancer in me wants to just be a sappy fucking mess when I get to this card and just lay it all out and explain how much I like this person and all of that jazz. But I've never played with anybody who I felt like I could really express that with and not feel like I was crazy, especially because I do catch feelings very quickly and very strongly. So it's not really the other person's fault necessarily, but if they took the game more seriously, then I would feel more comfortable doing that. But yeah, so that was We're Not Really Strangers. If you're thinking about buying a game, I would say buy it. I think that it's a cute game to have, and you can play it with your friends, you can play it with, you know, your potential partners, you can play it with your family. Like, you can just kind of play it with whoever, and it's like a good icebreaker. Sometimes I bring it on first dates, so like when we're sitting there like eating and we don't really have anything to talk about, we have the game to play, so it makes things a little bit easier. And it's a good way to get to know people because there's questions in here that like you might be too afraid to ask and like be vulnerable about, but you know, it gives you like a reason to without just coming out and asking it and wondering if you seem dramatic. It just got really sunny. Yeah, so if you're thinking about getting it, why not? It was $50, I think, which is kind of steep, but it's a pretty cool game and it gets the hose. So yeah, I'm gonna go write a love letter. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, let's find some other games that we can play together. See ya!